okay. To protect us, because we're covering all the upfronts, we just ask you to stick with us for 36 months. If the price changes or we can't come good on the lifetime warranty, you can opt out any time. And then that helps you guys out because we keep the price exactly the same right here. So say, hey, this is how long we ask you to stick with us, and then this is how long, we're making sure the price is staying the same. Helps us because we pay for all the upfronts, helps you because we keep the price the same. Does that make sense? And they say yes. You go, okay, first thing we're going to initial here, click, select style, adopt an initial. So it's the same signatures every time. This is just a familiarization period. It's how long you want to get familiar with the alarm for when the tech gets here today. 1, 2, or 3 days. It'll beep, but it's not going to call anybody. And they go, oh, okay, no problems. And I'm like, click. And I go here, okay, hey, we're just initialing that I told you about how the payments work, and it's going to be 0% APR with ADT, so if you miss a payment, it's not going to hike up like a credit card. And they go, okay, sweet, initial, we go down, I say, yep, the frequency is going to be monthly. If you want to change that, you can on ADT.com, but there's no discount for doing it, so just default as monthly. Is that cool with you guys? And like, yep, no problems, go to the next bit. Good, where are we at? How can I do this? Next bit. Here, I go, okay, this is your QSP. This is your lifetime warranty for all of the equipment. And so if there's anything that breaks, something goes wrong, just call me and we'll get it taken care of, okay? So my father-in-law has to do like some batteries and have a technician come out and do some stuff in his system. All of the equipment's paid for, and the lady with ADT on the phone said to me, oh, this account has a QSP on it. So that all the equipment, like they can get it recovered and repaired and whatever. They'll just charge them for the service visit of the technician. Somewhere between $50 to $75 if it's with ADT corporate. If it's in the first 3 months, we can do a free service visit, okay? But don't mention any of that, that's just for you to know, okay? So say, yep, this is your lifetime warranty, and as mentioned, Mr. Zach, the total monthly, including direct debit percentages, cloud storage, and taxes, is exactly what I showed you. There's no hidden extra fees, which is really nice. That does include all of the unlimited storage. Your alarm system will be cellular, so it works even without the power, and then you're going to have smoke and heat detection. And then this right here is all of your equipment. This is my favorite part, and I zoom in. If it's a finance deal, I zoom in so they can't see the cost, because then all the cost is laid out and itemized. So I zoom in just so they can see the equipment. I'm like, yep, 2 outdoor cameras, doorbell camera, panel, cell chip, 2 smoke detectors, glass break, and 4 doors to cover all the entry points in the home. Does that look about right? Yep, okay, no problems. Go through, go through, go through. Had someone ask me about the $99, and then here, I just say, okay, we've got some legal beagle stuff. You guys are going to have a copy of this in your email. If you want to go over it, you totally can. Pretty simple. I'll give you the cliff notes. If you want to sue ADT, it's America. You can sue ADT. If my technician falls off a ladder, he's not going to sue you. He has workers' comp. This is how the alarm system works internally. This is how the alarm system works externally. The batteries and our licensing for every state. Now this is the bit that makes me cry. I get paid on my customer cancel rate. So if my technician isn't as handsome as me or you guys have an issue, I'm like an agent for your house, but for your security system. So my job is to make sure you guys are happy. That's why we're out here getting the word of mouth. Get the 5 stars to tell all the neighbors. If you need a hand with anything or you have any referrals, just give me a call and we give you a 3-day grace period with everything. I never have anyone use it because they love that we're getting it in for 0. And I'm like re-pitching them at that point. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And that's why I'm leaving you my number. Like, just call me for anything.
How's your cancel rate using that, Nate?
Great. I have like probably one of the best. Well, you see, I have like, yeah, on leaderboard how many sales I have compared to installs. It's pretty much 1 for 1.
So say like that.
Yeah. So say, hey, this is your 3-day grace period. I don't say right of rescission or whatever, like any of that. Say, hey, this is your 3-day grace period. I never have anyone use this because they love the peace of mind they have in the house. I'm just like an agent for your house, but an agent for your system. I get paid on my cancel rate at the end of the year, so my job is to take care of you guys. If you have a question, issue, please just give me a call. I'm happy to help you guys out. I live in KC, Northlands, so I'm just around the corner. If you need me to come around and help you out with anything, just give me a call. No time's a bad time. And then I'll sometimes say something funny like, my wife hates how much I'm glued to my phone, my customers love it, just give me a call if you need anything. And then, like every time, like someone I've saved 5 cancels this year because they call me first. And they're like, oh yeah, like I've had a problem with this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I'll just lower it to 63 if we take a camera off. Does that sound good? Sure. Oh yeah, I don't like what the glass break is, I want to cancel. And they would have just canceled with the office. I'm like, I can just get it moved for you, I can send a technician out. Like, oh, okay, no worries.
No, there's a part of that, there's a key that, well, part of that is to leave your number with your customers. Like,
don't leave it, save it
in their phone. Like I have a link tap that they scan my link tap and it goes straight to their phone with a picture, email, phone number, address. everything. Like if they need me, it's gonna call.
Save your phone number with them into their phone. Because guess what? When you call them when that account goes bad, it's going to be an unknown California number, an unknown New Orleans number, an unknown South Carolina number. They're going to hang up. When I call my customers with bad accounts, like, oh, hey, Nate. I'm like, hey, how's it going, Miss Marcy? How's it going? Hey, look, I just need to help you out with something real quick. I just have ADT on the line. We're just going to get the bill and payment fixed up. Oh, yeah, I swapped credit cards. My bad. No, never would have got that person because they kept hanging up on me because they think it's spam, right? So right here, save your phone number into your freaking customer's phone and take a little selfie with them as the contact photo. They'll love that. They'll eat it up. So good. Hey, actually, yeah, we've been having a lot of folks out here. We'd love it if you posted us up on the Nextdoor app and tell people about your experience. There's a lot of folks who need this out here. Had a couple folks done that for me, and then I knock at the door like, oh, I saw you. And I'm like, yeah. I was actually working with Miss So-and-so. Your name drops will be fetching heat. They've seen you on the Nextdoor app. They know who you are in a good way. So you're like, oh, yeah, I was actually working with Miss Trisha. Oh, I actually saw you. Miss Trisha's the sweet little old lady around the corner. I saw a photo of you and her on the Nextdoor app. Yeah, that was me. We just got her actually covered with some cameras and emergency pendant and no cost up front. Yeah, actually, no, Miss Trisha, yeah. Dude, I've used that a bunch of times. So money, right? It's like 5 seconds. Hey, yeah, it would really help me out. Part of the way we do the advertising is letting the neighbors know. One way you can do that is posting me up on the Nextdoor app. Have them hold the ADT sign, big smile, thumbs up. They post it up there. Hey, yeah, that's part of the catch, okay? We just need you to get a little embarrassed with me, okay? Just, post it up, help me out, helps out with the word of mouth. What are you here for? For the word of freaking mouth. Oh yeah, here's the word of mouth, here's the sign. All right, see you, bye. Hey, leave my number. I need referrals. Word of mouth helps ADT out. Word of mouth helps me out. Already a bunch of referrals this summer. They failed credit when they sent them to me, but still, they were referrals. I have 4 people sending referrals. Failed credit, but whatever. They're thinking of me. And then right at the end I say, yep, this is the permit for your local council. Some councils require it. It's like a couple bucks for the year. It puts it on the sheriff's notice and it helps with the response times. Sometimes if there is a permit required, they won't show up unless there's a permit in the home, so you guys might need to get that looked into. If there's an issue, let me know about it, but this is a pre-filled out permit to save you time. Sign. And the last one, this is saying we have no affiliation with your phone company or internet. Sign. And then I go up, and then right at the end, I just click the yes button and then go finish. Yeah.
I don't know who I got it from. They said like you get a piece of paper in the mail in a couple weeks talking about the alarm, the permit to fill it in. Is that true? Is that a thing?
I don't think that's true.
No.
I got it from
Well, no, Dan told me that. Yeah. Dan said that if the county requires it, they'll send them in the mail.
the county requires it. Okay.
Sometimes. On that page, it says any permits and or fees the customer is responsible for submitting. So just tell them that. Hey, there's a permit for your address. We have it pre-filled out. Genuinely, the police may not show up if there's not a permit for that house. So, and I've talked with customers before in counties that require it. Like, yeah, I had ADT a long time ago, and it went off, and nobody showed up. I'm like, did you do a permit? And they're like, what's that? I'm like, yes, that's why your alarm system worked fine. Did ADT call you? And they're like, yeah, they called me. And I'm like, okay. So you just didn't know how to use it and you didn't do a permit. And they're like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, we can get you a system that'll work, call you first and we'll get a permit and then they'll show up. Like, oh, okay. So understanding the product is really powerful. That's how I do DocuSign. Does anyone have any questions?
Beautiful.
No?
Numbers for us.
Good.
Mucho fuego. Fuego fire.